I welcome you to the Messiah channel and Time Prophetic channel. We are looking at the prophecies that are being fulfilled before our eyes. We are looking at the intensity of the prophecies. Are they clear to you? And when the Messiah was speaking to people, Matthew 24, he talked about the signs of the times, and he mentioned deception. Matthew 24 verse 4, let no man deceive you. And you can say that throughout history, deception has come in the world. Many people have been deceived, but the deception is different. The last time deception is different. It's deception that will lead people to hell. It is not politicians deceiving the electorate. It is not parents deceiving their children. It's Satan deceiving people so that they will lose their salvation. And that is the worst form of deception. And you see the deception in the church. You see deception online, offline, and people are being deceived. The pastors are saying that there's no God. The churches that you trusted 20 years ago, they have deceived you. It was a homosexual church. They didn't tell you. The pastor was an occult. He didn't tell you. And the pastor did not preach the right gospel. He deceived you with messages that are enticing, they are palatable, and that is a deception. And there are so many doctrines that are deceptive. These are end time doctrines. They are being taught in schools of theology. There are so many sermons that are deceptive, and false prophets have increased, particularly with the help of the internet. And they are all preaching deceiving messages. Visions and dreams are faked, and so that people will get attention, they will get more likes on the internet. They are not preaching the truth. Artificial intelligence is part of the system. I call end time technologies. I call them end time technologies. These are technologies that have come, and they can be abused, and they will be used in the end times to deceive many people, to deceive the people about the scriptures. Those technologies can take out certain words and bring in certain phrases. These are all meant to deceive people. And then we look at the end time nations, coalitions of nations. They have end time implications. And where do you get the coalitions of nations from? Where in the Bible does the Bible talk about end time nations? There are a few places. You go to Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38 talks about the powers that will emerge in the last days, and those powers will make war with Israel. And when you look at the Ezekiel powers, some are named. Iran is Persia, is named, and Iran is there. The prophet Ezekiel, 2,000 years, the prophecy is over 2,000 years. And he mentioned Iran. He mentioned Persia, and Persia is Iran. Is Iran in existence now? Yes. And is Iran a major international power? Yes, you can say that because Iran now is able to project power internationally. Iran is nuclear powered, or they are on the verge of nuclear to be a nuclear power. So it's a major power economically, politically, and also in military terms. And it is the nation that's preparing for the arrival of the Mahdi, the Islamic Messiah, and he features in Islamic end times theology. So Iran is there, Russia is there, Libya is mentioned, Sudan, they are mentioned in Ezekiel 38. These nations are there. End time nations, are they present? There was a particular nation that was mentioned in Revelation chapter 17, Revelation chapter 18. Both chapters talk about a Babylon, a strange Babylon, a nation that will cause all countries in the world to drink from the cup of fornication. And Apostle John mentioned the name New Babylon, a very strange Babylon, mystery Babylon. And I believe that in the United States is the nation that the Bible is talking about. The US is alive. The Babylon in the last days is a strong nation economically, politically, has a lot of influence, has over 800 military bases scattered over the world, is able to project her image over the world, is leading the world in terms of sodomization, taking the world on the road of Sodom, invented an alphabet culture. You belong to L or G or B or T or a Q or an I. Her children are confused. Her children are in disarray. And they are on the road to Sodom. They are already in Sodom. And so there's an end time nation that is a mystery. The nation is half Christian, is half atheist. The nation believes in the Bible. The nation believes in occultism. The nation has founders who were Christians. The nation has founders who were members of a Freemason. It's a strange nation. The Apostle John talked about a mystery Babylon, but you know what the mystery Babylon is about. You know the nation that is called the mystery Babylon. You see it. You see it deceiving nations. A lot of pastors come from that nation and they are deceiving people with deceptive sermons, prosperity gospel. You can be a Christian and gay at the same time. You don't need God. Everybody can be God. Philosophies are important. Secular humanism. You don't have to believe in God. You believe in yourself. New Age writers and the authors, they are all coming from that nation, mystery Babylon, Babylon, United States. The nation is there. And so if Apostle John was not sure of that nation and referred to the nation as a mystery Babylon, you and I, you are living in 2024, 2025, 2026. You know the mystery Babylon is alive. And the mystery Babylon is leading the world to a new world order or a world disorder, an antichrist system, a beast system. And so the nation is there. The mystery Babylon is now magnified, is exposed. There's light shining on that nation. The truth has come out. And so end time nations are in plain sight. The Messiah talked about wars and rumors of wars. It is not wars where they use horses. Now it's wars where they use missiles and they use apocalyptic weapons. And the weapon that they use do not destroy villages. They do not destroy cities. They will destroy the world. They have weapons to depopulate the world. And the weapons are biological. They have biological weapons. They have nuclear missiles that they can use to destroy the world. And so when Apostle John was writing the book of Revelation, if things were not clear to him, for you, things are clear to you. We are in the end times. The prophecies in the Bible should be clear to you. The Messiah spoke to the people in Luke 21:24, telling them what Jerusalem will be like in the end times. And you see Jerusalem in the end times being trodden by Gentiles, being defiled by Gentiles. And do you see the defilement? Do you see people engaging in pride crusades in the holy city in Jerusalem? Did you hear that Tel Aviv for several years became the gay capital in the world? Do you see the defilement? And do you see Gentile armies occupying the holy city Jerusalem? And do you see those who say they are Jews but they are not? Do you see people coming from the Caucasus Mountains, coming from Poland, coming from other parts of the world, Ashkenazi Jews, converting to Judaism and saying that they are Jews? And do you see people doing fake DNAs, claiming that they are Jews? Do you see people who are learning a language so that when they speak it, they say they are Jews? Do you read Revelation 2 verse 9, Revelation 3 verse 9? What did the Messiah say? He said that there will be a blasphemy in the last days. And that blasphemy will involve those who say they are Jews, but they are not. They are synagogue of Satan. So can you differentiate between the Jews and the synagogue of Satan? Is the prophecy not being fulfilled now? Revelation 2 verse 9, Revelation 3 verse 9. Is it not being fulfilled at this time? The prophet Isaiah talked about the birth of the Messiah. A virgin will give birth. 700 years later, the prophecy was fulfilled. The same Isaiah is saying that in the last days, in the end time, that Messiah will gather the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah from all the four corners of the earth. The time is now. You see glimpses of it. You see awakening of those who are scattered over the world. They are trying to suppress the awakening, but the awakening is supernatural. They are not able to do that. The Negroes are being awakened. The Negroes who are the rare Hebrews, they are being awakened. And it's not the Negroes who are awakening the Negroes. Gentile powers are even doing the awakening the chosen of God, awakening the Hebrews, because the time for their gathering is very close. And God, in his intimate wisdom, God, in his infinite wisdom, is using people left and right to awaken the Hebrews who are scattered over the world. And that's why you see Vladimir Putin coming out openly to show the world that the Messiah was a black man, exposing the secrets of the Gentiles, the Gentile powers, Gentile Europe, Gentile America. Is because the time is coming for the fulfillment of Bible prophecy. The prophecy is about the gathering of the scattered of Israel, those who were scattered by many means, including the transatlantic slave trade. And so you know that we are in the end times. And don't let anybody deceive you. We are in the end times. The prophecy of gathering of the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah will be fulfilled. And prior to the fulfillment of that prophecy, you see the awakening. And you see that the Gentile powers are in disarray. You can watch it from the elections that are occurring in Europe. You see the civil unrest in Europe. You see the panic. The prophecies are being fulfilled. And when people speak 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and even 40 years ago, you see the prophecies are being fulfilled. The prophecy about America, the destruction of America, the prophecy about American president who will lead their country into tribulation. The prophecy is about the leaders of Babylon who are working for Lucifer, Freemason American president leading the world to the Antichrist, preparing the world for the Antichrist. You see it, you hear it from the horse's mouth. And you saw Joe Biden saying that America will lead the world in the new world order. And Joe Biden being happy that America is remembering a day set aside for transgenderism. Is it not prophecy? Is Joe Biden not a fulfillment of prophecy? He is. And you see the confusion in the elections, American elections. Is it not part of fulfillment of prophecy? Yes. Because kingdoms will rise against kingdoms, and there will be infighting in the kingdoms. And so the turmoil and confusion in Babylon, America, is it not part of the prophecy? What are you waiting to hear? What are you waiting to see? The handwriting is on the wall. The kingdoms of this world, they are passing away. And there will be a time when a trumpet will sound, and that will be the seventh trumpet. And when you read Revelation 11:15, you will see what will happen when that trumpet finally sounds. Voices from heaven and earth will say that the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of the Messiah, and he reigns forever and ever. Don't let anybody confuse you. The prophecies in the Bible are on course. And what was said 20 years ago, they are coming true. The prophecy about the decline and fall of America will come true. And now the signs are clear. Economic dominance is being challenged. Military dominance is being challenged. Moral decay is happening. And America's time is ticking, approaching past Americana. Why should that happen? It should happen because the decree of Elohim in Daniel 2:44 will have to be fulfilled. The kingdoms of this world will fall, and they will give way to a kingdom of the Messiah that is everlasting. It's that kingdom that we are waiting for. So let nobody deceive you. The handwriting is on the wall. The prophecies are being fulfilled, and the intensity is very high. It's because we are approaching the time for the arrival of the Messiah. You need to repent, because Psalm 9:17 says that the wicked will be given to hell, and the nations that forget God will be given to hell. That will be the judgment by hell. Where do you want to spend eternity? You need to repent and accept the gospel of the Messiah. The prophecies are being fulfilled before our very eyes. Thank you for watching this video. My email is raptureafrica@yahoo.com. I'm leaving it in the description box. Thank you.